Welcome back to Dracon's Plays Transistor. Alright, let's check out the...
Jerk was hiding in here. Whatever here is.
Oh, that's all the Possessed Alcove has?
Out of the channel in record time.
Alright.
8 blocks off. Almost there.
Oh, alright. Came out another side. Interesting.
You got on the camera on a short list. More than just a name to them now.
Huh. Okay, so we have a thing. Red. Function derived from contact with subject. Trace data encrypted to function. Background. Ranked in the top percentile of Cloudbank's contemporary performing artists for 5 years, Red demonstrated early interest in music despite studying at Transistor Hall. Transistor groomed many of the city's most ambitious civic planners. Though Red spent the majority of her time developing the Academy's nascent art programs and was the first on record to select 2 non-traditional disciplines. Records indicate she was reluctant to explain, citing personal reasons. She remained reliant even after gaining the spotlight. Not reliant. Reclusive. Not reclusive. Whatever. And when asked about her past and influences, would often say her work spoke for itself. She did admit, however, that she never wrote her music with intent to stir controversy. Install and use function to upgrade slot to learn more. Details. Okay. Yeah. Use rate 100%. So this is crash. Global rate 67%. Alright, never used for upgrades. Oh, and those are all the combos at current.
You've reached the hopefully not permanent address of Mr. Nobody.
Huh. Subject not found. Subject background data corrupted during an integration. Reason unknown. Install and use function. Alright, to upgrade slot and learn more. Alright. Decryption process? Okay, use rate. Okay. Alright, and that's the symbol for upgrade.
Lillian Platt used to run the OVC. Said she left for personal reasons.
So these functions are people? That's weird. One of the preeminent scientific minds in Cloudbank, Miss Lillian Platt, was the youngest ever individual to be elected as a chairwoman of the OVC board. Under her leadership, the number of OVC terminals in Cloudbank more than doubled, and the quality of the broadcast strengthened more than fourfold. However, she then became the youngest ever individual to leave the post, as she tendered a resignation in less than 2 years to pursue extracurricular interests. In private conversations, several of her former colleagues indicated that Miss Platt left following the sudden disappearance of a close personal friend, Mr. Maximilius Darvai, who, according to official OVC transcripts, decided one day to move to the country. Use rate 77%. Global rate 48%. Upgrade 0. Alright.
Preston Moyle.
Huh.
Guess he went out joyriding one night and never came back.
Cloudbank's racing circuit never knew the likes of Preston Moyle, who shattered speed records with aplomb for 4 years straight, credited with popularizing the sport of 1200cc racing. Mr. Moyle gained celebrity not merely for his exceptional riding ability, but also because he built his motorbikes with his own hands. Ever the thrill seeker, Mr. Moyle became known for seeking out Cloudbank's remotest strips of road. Then one day, Mr. Moyle was altogether gone, having left all of his personal effects behind, save for his fastest bike. %55 use rate. Huh.
It's Nyla. Everybody said she split after Goldwalk Channel opened up.
Huh. Nyla Sheen. One would have a difficult time finding a more active or outspoken member of the community of Cloudbank's Goldwalk district as Miss Nyla Sheen. She allotted more than 66% of her available time on activities such as passing ordinances to improve underdeveloped regions, reaching out to and educating habitual non-voters, or advocating for groups lacking adequate representation. Her motives were rarely questioned, as her love for the district was in fact sincere, stemming from positive early experiences that grew to become fierce nostalgia. Miss Chang did have detractors, however, and this became very clear at the opening she arranged for the Goldwalk Channel. Details. Alright, oh, this one has the upgrade. Oh, purple effects are locked. Curious.
Nobody changed the sky like Yondale. Why her?
Alright, so we just got this one. So nothing here yet. Interesting. Alright, so we need to have installed and used them, and then have them as an upgrade. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. So let's pop those out. Alright, what does crash do? To stun and disrupt. Alright, to stun and disrupt, you say. Alright, let's just try doing that. Alright, D-pad works much better in this menu. Alright, I want to just rock that for a hot...
Trouble. Popping up like weeds. room's getting fixed. All set.
Okay. Oh, really? No, I don't want to do that.
Nice shot.
Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Ugh, that was close. That was close. Aha! Career. File encrypted, insufficient access. So whatever that last thing is, I don't have access to it. To appreciate the impact of Red's music, consider the current state of Cloudbank's social climate and how it evolved over the past 2 decades. When a altercation finally erupted, the crowd during one of her performances, it was the first such incident in 4 years. It escalated to the point where administrators were summoned to the scene. As one of the suspects was banned from the premises, he accused Red of being an instigator and provocateur. Red later stated, "It was this moment that she fully understood the potent effect her music had on people. She decided to take certain precautions from that point, proceeding from the spotlight to compose new material in relative privacy. Rumors swirled, then once she finally reemerged, trouble followed." Alright. Yeah, I got checks there. There's gonna be one more tab, which has whatever that purple symbol is. That we currently don't have access to. The channel. The channel was to be a gallery space of sorts designed to showcase electric works from those pursuing non-standard vocations that traditionally held little share. Instead, Miss Shen found herself accused of stirring unrest by calling attention to meritless perspectives undeserving of notice. The group costing her, was angry for 17 different reasons in total, including how the channel edged out a complete vote for a metro station that would have bridged the gap from Goldwater to neighboring high-rise in one short ride. Miss Chen publicly lost her composure in this particular incident, which would have escalated further if not for several individuals who stood in her defense. They later offered their support with any such matter in the future. She agreed to meet with them, not realizing who they were. Alright, and there's still a thing that we don't have access to, as far as those go. Alright. Okay, so I want Crash. Yeah, I want Crash installed. Let's see, I need to do that. Okay. Okay, we'll install this as an upgrade? Oh, 3 project... Okay, yeah. Alright, which takes care of that one. Did I never end up using this? Oh, I did. Alright. She was Cloudbank's first ever sky painter, someone who took the everyday occasion of the ever-changing sky and made art of it. She worked for the pleasure of thousands who remembered they once took the skies for granted. Miss Yondale gained a significant following as she transformed the skies around the city, and as her skill and popularity grew side by side, she started taking requests. One such request came from her heart. She was drawn to the district of Goldwalk, where her suitor lived, and there she would change the horizon to shimmering sapphire for the solstice, and for their and everyone's sake. This was when her art became a liability. Interesting. Alright. Alright, so I want to install that as a primary. Alright, I have an odd number. Okay, I'm gonna put that in like that. Put that there for now. Useful in turn recovery? Instant fire, no build up. Alright, we'll do that. Alright, and bounce is complete, so we can throw that in. Oh, actually. Throw in bounce. Alright, yeah, let's try that. Now, I'm trying to unlock all of the side things at the moment. Oh, there was another access point there.
Get ready to get jumped. Or not. Let's not stick around.
Huh. Don't know what Flourish does. Potable false.
Wish we could just sit and watch the world go by.
Alright, whatever that is, I don't have access.
Got some kind of cheerleader this time.
Alright.
Easy, pal.
Alright.
How about this?
Alright. Crash. And bounce.
I guess we're done here.
Alright. Good, an access point. Awesome. Expectations. Recovered data indicates subject had no selections on record. There's a remote possibility, less than 5%, that this information is inaccurate due to data corruption. In the more likely event that the information is valid, subject by definition cannot be matched with census data, as 0% of CloudBag willingly chose non-selection. Alright, so whatever he had going on. Alright, so we've maxed all this stuff out now. Actions taken. Personal records show Miss Plant was preoccupied with certain rumors and urban legends concerning an unusual phenomenon cited in the northwestern corner of the city, and possible connections between this and the rash of disappearances during the past 12 months. For undisclosed reasons, she did not wish to be involved the authorities. Her access to privileged OVC information may have contributed to her decision. Other records show she engaged in clandestine discussions with individuals claiming to have knowledge of the circumstances surrounding her friend's disappearance. She arranged to meet with them one night at an unmarked port near Gold Walk Bay. Alright, whatever that last type is, we don't have access to. You know, whatever that last thing is, we don't know what it does. Which is curious. Freewheeling. Tracking systems on his bike indicate that Mr. Moyle headed northwest across the canals late one night, averaging speeds 228% rather, faster than the common standard. He surely was aware that the northwestern corner of CloudBank was offline pending investigation, and this was likely the appeal. Having his very own abandoned part of town to race through on his custom bike was Preston Moyle's dream, and the reality lived up to the dream, judging by the volume of Mr. Moyle's laughter recorded by his bike. However, the recording stopped abruptly. Alright, and there's all the potential connections. Alright, this is interesting, this system where you get information on the people that make up your functions. Very interesting. Administrative restrictions over the northwestern part of Goldwalk conflicted with the breadth of sky that needed painting. Because of her psychological state, however, Miss Youngdale regarded the restrictions and painted away. The result was stunning, as the majority of onlookers failed to find words to describe it. But Miss Youngdale wantonly ignored a front-page directive from administration. She was banned from sky painting for a term of 2.5 times longer than she found acceptable. She petitioned for reprieve and came in contact with an administrator who suggested that there were ways the terms could be lightened. She was eager to learn how. Interesting. Okay. So let's pop everything out. I do want Crash. because Crash is decent. Yeah, so Crash does damage and exposes them. Alright. Pierce targets. Alright, yeah, so that's like the explosive shotgun shot. Alright. I want bounce on this because I can jump to a bunch of targets. And it gets decent damage. I do want that. Now the question is... Alright. Ooh. Okay. Let's try that synergy. That's an interesting one. 3 projectiles. Alright. Interesting.
Hope you're wearing comfortable shoes.
Okay. Okay, sword. Huh.
Here we are.
Another poster of me. Red.
Deserted.
Of course.
Unless you count him. Hi. Where'd everybody go? Well, we're gonna get you out of here. He says the process wiped him out.
Process?
He's too far gone. They know we're here. This lady again. She brought help.
Alright. She has more firepower. Young lady, hit her with switch. Then fire a laser. Alright.
Good hit.
Okay.
Get behind something.
Okay. Emergency turn initiated. Damn it. Ah, damn it.
We're still here, you're okay. I think I know where everyone went.
That did not go great. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, that's busted for the time being. That's unfortunate.